How's it going, guys? It's Jamco, and we are back to another episode of Sakura Space. Last time... No, I remember. Oh yeah, we saw Nami training in the simulation room, and we have a little bit of info about this bounty. So let's get to it. Since the operations of this mercenary company span across many parts of the galaxy, there are many different teams who live on board. Every team has their own living quarters, and there are even onboard shops. Yeah, this is a really big ship. They can even have AIs which act as administrators in their quarters if they so wish. Our AI signals us as we step out. Keep in mind that you currently do not have an income. This job you have picked is not going to pay for some time, so do be careful with your budget. I'm like so messed up right now. I feel like tilted basically. Thank you again. Come on, everyone. Nami stands there awkwardly in her suit. Do we have to? Well, if you do not want to go, then you can just stay in our quarters. No, I want to go. When she isn't training on a mission, Nami is very awkward around other people. She's trying to get better at it, however. Kotori, on the other hand, has to be restrained when she's around other people. She acts too much like an overly friendly Labrador when she's in public. I wonder how everyone is doing today. Remember, you are representing the pride of our company when you're out in public, Kotori. You must act in a dignified, professional manner. She's not listening, however. Come on, let's see what new gadgets they have here. She's practically pulling me by my arm, with Nami trailing close behind. Perhaps it would have been a better idea to stay in our quarters after all. Then again, most of the company are familiar with their shenanigans, so perhaps this won't be too much of a problem. These two caused such a scene between the both of them. I would just have to roll with the punches this time. As we pass by a cafe, I can hear the missionaries chatting among themselves. So, have you heard about that $1 million bounty? Who hasn't heard about it? Everyone here wants to have a crack at it, you know? Well, it looks like the bounty has not gone unnoticed. This means we have to be careful too. It sounds like a whole lot of talking about nothing to me. What, $1 billion is nothing? The mercenary starts. I don't know how to start. Sorry that we aren't all driving diamond and crusted ships like you are. You know that diamonds are worthless in this galaxy. They've been mining a damn planet made of stuff for years. You know what I mean? The point is that even if it turns out to be a hoax, it's worth having a look. That would just be a waste of everyone's time. There's no way of knowing if the bounty is legit or not. They probably wouldn't pay up at the end of it either. If someone has that kind of dough just lying around, then they probably have the kind of hired muscle to ensure that the merc who claims the bounty mysteriously disappears. Well, when you put it like that, maybe it'd be better to stick to a safer job. There's no replacement in this world for hard work, sadly. Looks like everyone is so excited about this bounty. It would seem that way. Hey, you lot, do you mind? We're trying to have a conversation here. My apologies, gentlemen. No point in starting a fight. Passing by the electronics shop, Kotori's eyes glimmer with excitement. Remember that we have to be careful with our budget for the time being. Only buy things which are essential. All of this looks fairly essential to me. I just shake my head. Nami, however, does not appear to be interested in any of it. Is there something that you wanted to see while we're here, Nami? There are a number of things that you can buy here. I want food. We have not restocked in ages. She makes her fair point. Oh, right. That is an excellent idea. You have to restock on bacon first and foremost. You should really cut back on the bacon. Not you too. If you plan to have on so much bacon, you should really do swimming with me. It'll be a great way to burn off all of that fat. It isn't that bad, and I do plenty of work. Everyone in my crew is so carefree. I sometimes wonder if there is any point in me being the captain at all. What we need is buy an array of healthy, fresh ingredients. I know many diamonds which would be perfect for energy and combat awareness. Perhaps you would like to try it too, Captain? What about you, Kotori? Nope, I'm fine. I'm just fine as I am. But your diet is far from optimal. My stomach works very different from everyone else's. You see, it's highly important that I get the right amount of sugar daily. Okay, how else do you think I have all of this energy? It would explain a lot in retrospect. Anyway, that would not be necessary. Just talk about a variety of different supplies. If you can make something healthy from our stores, then great. If not, then we would just make do. Earthtech ingredients are few and far between on this ship. Since we passed by all sorts of different places, you can end up with some exotic ingredients. And let's just hope that no one decides to pick up a piece of fruit because it looks pretty. Is something wrong, Captain? You seem troubled. I just remembered that I had something I needed to do. You two go on ahead without me. Are you sure it's nothing? Yes, yes, please. I'll be fine. Now two of them seem reluctant, but they don't say anything. Okay, we'll be right back before you know it. Let's go buy dinner, Nami. Understood. The two of them disappear out of sight. Good. I go to an isolated part of the ship where I'm sure no one else is around. Alright, you can come out now. Now what business do you have with me? It's probably just my imagination. Maybe those two mercenaries who we were listening to earlier. Around here, people tend to solve their disputes that way. Strictly non-lethal, of course. It goes against company policy to insure other employees. For a long time, there appears to be no one there. I then hear a giggle echo through the hall. Oh, I'm just curious about you. It's a woman's voice. I know better than most people that you get a lot of strange people on the ship. It's massive and it passes by many different space stations and hubs throughout the galaxy. I'm not sure what to give the voice for the woman, or just do my default I would say. However, something about this woman, it makes me uneasy. If you were just curious about me, you could have simply approached me. And yet you have followed me all the way here. I cannot help but doubt that you have good intentions. You possess a very analytical mind. Tell me, Captain Chica, who do you think I am? You must be a drifter of some sort. I'm not good with faces, but I'm familiar with the teams who work around here. Anyone who knows me also knows better than to try and start a fight with me. I find it hard to believe that a random drifter happens to have business with me. So just who are you meant to be? Oh, believe me, we are connected. You took up a bounty job recently, didn't you? Like everyone else here, you do odd jobs, and I'm sure that such a massive bounty would be irresistible to you. You seem to know a lot about me. That's a bit unsettling. Some strange voice followed me like this and I was only able to get a vague feeling of being watched. Whoever this person is, they are excellent at concealing themselves. That is a cause for concern. I cannot help but let my hand rest on my pistol. You would be surprised at how popular your crew is. It does not matter what job you do, you always do it. You have something of a code following throughout the galaxy. What I find odd, however, is that you're completely unaware of this. There are people who report sightings of your crew everywhere you go. This is the first time I ever heard of it. Just what kind of a fan base do we have then? I don't exactly glue myself to a digital pad like Tori does. But there's something I have to worry about later. That's something I have to worry about later. There's also another detail. Isn't it publicly available information when a team picks up a job? That's right. You have to make a declaration to the company when you take up a job. Every other employee on board the ship can find out who is doing what job if they look it up. So somehow, this woman has gotten that information, and she became aware that my team has chosen this case. However, there would be hundreds of names on it by now, judging by the entries generated. So why did you single my crew out then? What exactly makes us stand out among the hundreds who are taking up the job? Oh, but you are a very special captain. No other mercenary company on board has a success rate as high as yours, do they? It's then that the woman finally steps out from the shadows. Wow. Nice. Looks really cute. Her appearance. Wait, what's he holding? It all suddenly clicks into place. Is she the bounty? So you must be a candidate then. But how did you end up here then? She looks interesting to say the least. a whip that is her signature rests on one of her hands. I have no doubt that you have figured out the pattern, but there was one other small detail you missed. A company ship also happened to visit the plants you are talking about. It's then that it hits me. So a company employee has been the one causing this mayhem. Something about it did seem familiar to me. In other words, it was you. Precisely. You're a sharp one, aren't you? That ship just so happens to be docked on this capital ship. She's just giving all of this away so easily. You won't reveal this information unless you were supremely confident that you won't be caught. Although I'm not certain that this woman is really who she claims to be yet. What she is doing fits in with my previous theories about her. She leaves visible trails and clues on purpose. She must believe herself to be untouchable, even by people who are extensively trained. Now that is a bit worrying, considering that I'm facing her by myself. Also correct. But I don't think I'll tell you why I'm untouchable by you. You enjoy a bit of detective work, don't you, Captain? Well, my job does often require me to employ using detective skills. That's also something else I have an idea of. You have training, I can tell by the way you move. Even now, she has cat-like grace. She's carefully poised, just standing in the right position. Judging by the length of her whip, I would guess she has about a 3-meter reach, and she just happens to be roughly that close to me right now. You would be correct once again. Before, you asked me why I picked your crew. What do you think is the answer? Let me save. So I think it's pretty much a potential threat. There's no way it could be random. If I were to think about it logically, you would view us as a potential threat. You mentioned that we have the highest success rate of missions among this company's mercenaries. So if I were going to protect myself, I would eliminate my most dangerous opponents first. How far am I off the mark? You would be right. However, that is not the only reason. Despite everything, I am a very big fan of yours. Wouldn't it be fun to get involved with one of your adventures? I thought to myself. Did you set up this bounty deliberately, just to lure me out? Oh no, it wasn't me. I'm just taking advantage of the situation. Here it begins to crackle with power. So can the great Captain Shika and her crew capture Akane, the Enigma? I can't help but let a smirk form on my face. Akane, the Enigma. Quite a grandiose title you've given yourself. From what I've seen, your adventures are the definition of grandiose, so I would not want to disappoint. I can't wait to see what sort of fun we will have together. She sounds like she's sure for victory. However, there's just one detail that you overlooked, and that will ultimately be your downfall, Akane. Whatever might that be, Captain? You just saved me the trouble finding you myself. Are you sure that you're ready to play a game of cat and mouse with my crew? Because I don't think you are. You have training experience, but you're way too early to be able to beat some of the best in the business. If you know me, then you know you're going to be in quite for the fight. Akane just giggles. Oh, I most certainly am ready. After all, you still have a lot of missing pieces to the puzzle. All you know at the moment is my alias, and I'm just a drifter who came onto the ship recently. No one else here knows my face or my name. He begins to sit back into the shadows. I will see you soon, Chica. I cannot wait to see what sort of fun we will have together. It's then that I see many security drones drifting in from the hallways. All of them look like newer models. Faster reflexes, better networking, more precision. Not the kind of thing you can just find lying around. Oh? You were even kind enough to leave me with some target practice. I have to take a moment to analyze them before I strike. As far as I can see, they are equipped with non-lethal weapons. She said she was a fan, so I'm just going to presume that she isn't out to kill us. But if I actually got hit by one of the drones, it'd be rather humiliating. The relation is everything in this line of work after all. That looks really cool. I repeat, I retreat and pull out my pistol. A barrage of paralyzing rounds rains down from above. I dive behind cover. They are only robots, so I don't have to adjust my pistol's destructive power. Squeezing the trigger, I feel a powerful blast erupt from its barrel. An explosion takes out a portion of the drone, but more and more arrive from seemingly out of nowhere. Okay, I just realized that face over there. I wasn't thinking about it. And this music though. I really love the music on this game. Ah, they're the compact model. So they shouldn't be too hard to deal with. But overwhelming numbers may be a problem. I duck from cover to cover, firing at drones whenever I get a clear shot. I'm not taking them down, however. Pistol configuration, fully automatic. Instead of concentrating all of the energy into pistol shots, I fire a spray of deadly pellets at the enemy. They pierce through the drone's light plating, destroying large quantities of them every time I come back out from behind cover. It's then that the drones begin to change their tactics. They begin firing shots which have an arc, and then they shoot me while I'm still behind cover. I'm forced to roll out in the open to avoid being stunned. Pistol configuration, EMP. Monsters these days are shielded from EMP type attacks. My pistol doesn't have enough punch to be able to destroy them, but this should be enough to stun them while I find a new cover. For a moment, the drones scattered in the air erratically. Several of them crash into each other, causing them to fall onto the metal floor in a crumpled heap. But that still leaves a sizable number of them. Unleashing another batch of automatic fire, it's soon down to just a few of them. The AI which runs these network drones seem to be in disarray. The drones are just retreating from the hole, regrouping at the end of it. This time they approach slowly. It's a systematic approach, slowly eliminating potential places where I can take cover. But it isn't going to help. Now there's only a few of them left. I don't have to worry about cover as much. As I step on, all of them lock their targeters onto me. Unfortunately, paralysis rounds move a bit slower than conventional bullets. I'm having so much trouble with speaking, I don't know why. It's probably because I'm speaking too fast. Oh well. Either way, I'm able to stand out in the open, dodging the projectiles with ease. I fire back, and it is over. Among the twisted metal husk of the drones, I cannot help but let a grin spread on my face. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed myself like this. Not only is this job going to pay really well, it's also going to be a lot of fun. But I need to think about this more carefully. If she's using non-lethal weapons, then what does that mean? She wants a hostage, or she's testing me? Let's say first. I think it's more of a testing ground. She said that she wanted to have a lot of fun. So naturally, she would want it to end quickly by using lethal weapons. There's some sort of elaborate game to her. That would make sense. Piecing it together, it would also explain a lot about her actions. Captain, are you here? Where did you go? That two must have been wondering where I went. I'm fine, do not worry about me. What happened here? She looks at all of those smoldering drone scraps on the ground. I had a run-in with our target. Our target? You mean she's here? Let's get back to our quarters. I'll explain everything when we get back. So I think I'll end this episode here. I hope you guys liked the video, leave a comment, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Oh wait, don't forget to subscribe also. So, bye bye!